thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. Still, I find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Hello and welcome to this week's Unplugged. Today we're gonna just keep it simple again. I'm gonna be going over some accessories that I've actually recently rediscovered. I always kept this go bag in the trunk of my car, but recently I've had to do a major cleaning out of the car and everything, and I discovered, oh, I forgot I have this bag. So way back a few years ago, for about 7 years actually of my news career, I was a news photographer. So I was out there, I was a frontline photographer. I covered breaking news that included not just crashes and crime, but also included wildfire coverage. So it took me maybe one fire, I want to say maybe two, but I'm pretty sure it was just one, to understand that it's really important to be prepared when you're going out to go cover a fire, whether you're a news photographer, a reporter, whatever. It's important to have a go bag with some goodies in there that is gonna keep you safe and fed. Because one thing I learned is that you don't know how long you're gonna be out there for. I mean, one day I was covering a news event that I was out there from 6 in the morning all the way until I think it was actually 6 or 7 p.m. So at least a good 12 hours, and need to be prepared. So one thing I want to note is that if you're watching this live, thank you for watching this episode of Unplugged live. Feel free to comment. The live chat is up, and I'm monitoring your comments too. So if you have any questions or comments, post them there, and then I'll be able to feature some like this one with Claire, who says hello. So she's tuned in already. But if anybody else is wanting to comment, feel free to do that. Now, if you're watching this on replay, then just comment in the section below, and you know, I'll get back to you ASAP. All right, so I want to get started with this, but this is what it looks like actually. So it's just a backpack that I got. I mean, it can be any backpack, but the reason I got a red backpack was because it actually stands out. So it can be yellow, orange, whatever. You know, I just wanted a bright color so it stands out. I prepared this kit, and I just stuck it in the trunk of my car, so that way I'll always be prepared. So if I needed to go and cover a fire, bam, it's right there. I can just open up the trunk, grab it, and I know what's in there. So it's, you know, it's go time after that. Now the thing with this, again, you know, I've been out of the video journalist game for quite a while now. I focus on digital, of course, but you know, every now and then I do go out and do something with video. But like I said, for about 7 years of my news career, I was a news photographer. So some of this stuff is catered to that. But of course, if you're a reporter, you might carry some other little things like an extra IFB or earpiece, for example. But let's get started. Actually, I actually don't know what I have in here. I have an idea, but as I show and tell, yeah, some of this stuff is actually stuff that I might rediscover myself. So this is actually the first time I open up this bag in a while. So let's get started here. So I'll start with the top pocket, and let's see what we got here. Okay, so this right here is my Nomex shirt. I wanted a Nomex jacket, but those are pretty expensive. Now, the station you work for may provide this or not. In this case, I had to buy my own. So the shirt is what I could afford at the time, but this is my Nomex shirt, and yeah, it still has a little bit of fire smell. I did add some of this striping, so it stands out when it's under a light, especially if you're out there and it's nighttime. Then this is actually a good way to reflect. So this is just reflector tape that you can easily buy. So I kind of customized this a little bit, and it looks like I did a poor job at writing media on there. It's like a lot of botched spots, but I guess that you can call it artisan. But anyway, so this is a Nomex shirt. It keeps you somewhat safe from all the ashes and ambers that are going to be flying right to your face. So this is great to have. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so this is just a hat. Looks like a plain hat. This is good to you know, be able to cover your head from any ashes that are falling. It's just like your Nomex shirt or jacket will be covering your body. A hat can cover your head. Now it's not Nomex or anything, so you know, depending on how heavy the ash and amber is, it could do something. It could damage this hat. But hey, you know, at least it's doing it to the hat and not your head, right? All right, what else do we have here? Oh, this is really cool. I remember this. So this is like a almost like it looks like a little harness, but it's actually a bag that has a pocket that you can put your police scanner, for example. A lot of times you're monitoring scanner frequencies, whether it be from sheriffs, police, or fire agencies. But you can also put your cell phone on this thing, and this thing actually, I'm not gonna try it on today, but you can actually fit it over your body, and then it rests right on your chest. So when you rest on your chest, again, you can just easily carry things in here. batteries or whatever else you want, a charger maybe, so that you have it right there, front and center, and then you don't have to reach into like your pockets or anything like that. So it's right. This is pretty handy. It's at the tip of your fingers, whatever accessories you decide to put in here. It even has a zipper here, so yeah, it has a little pocket there. So I remember I used this to carry my police scanner as well as my cell phone, yeah, so that's great. I mean, you can also carry your snack in there. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so it looks like I have several pairs of gloves here. So this is great, actually, because it does protect your hands. And again, this is not Nomex or anything, but this definitely helps you protect your hands against the elements. And they're bright too, except for these ones. These are gray, but these are cool. So I got several pairs here. I guess in case one gets damaged, I can just trade off for the other one. But also you can give this to another crew member, if you're with a reporter, you can do that. If you encounter another crew, because sometimes stations sent out multiple crews to the same fire to go cover it. So this is great. And right now, actually, we are in wildfire season. So there's actually 2 major wildfires that are being battled, or that firefighters are battling in Orange County area. So that this is important stuff to do and to carry. So let's see what else we got besides the gloves. Oh, this is great. Okay, so just how your Nomex shirt covers your body, how your hat covers your head, the gloves cover your hands. These, I actually got this from the Nomex site, but these are goggles that you put on, and they actually cover your eyes and protect your eyes from the flying ambers that are coming your way. So you just kind of, put it on. They're clear, so you can actually see what's in there. And so if you got ambers flying to your head, these will protect your eyesight, because there have been incidents that in which, I mean, it never happened to me because luckily I learned from others' mistakes, but there have been incidents where a photographer is out there and ambers are, it's heavy winds, ambers are flying at their face, and there was one instance when a photographer actually got an amber in his eyeball. Luckily, he was fine, but it stings and it hurts. So I got the idea of getting these goggles that are luckily I had when covering wildfires, and it never actually came to. I never used them, but I took great comfort in knowing that they were there when I needed them. So pair of goggles, and I'm gonna actually put the link to the website where I got all this stuff, but I'll also list the items that are in this video in the description after this broadcast. All right, so here are the goggles. What does it say here? Anti-fog wildland fire goggles. Cool. All right. Well, let's see what else we got. All right, so that was the big pocket. So now it's empty. So let's go to the next pocket. Okay, so I don't have anything there, but I remembered that I use that for snacks too. So if you have any snacks, definitely carry some snacks, because you're going to get hungry. And when covering a remote wildfire, you might not be able to get to a place to get something to eat anytime soon or quick enough. So carry snacks, power bars, whatever it is. Just carry some snacks. Put them in your backpack, in your go bag. All right, let's go to the next pocket. Ah, yes. Toilet paper, because you never know when nature is going to call, and if you're going to be out there for a while, yeah, it's not going to be it's not going to be pleasant. So be prepared, and bring a roll of toilet paper. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so these are brushes with beads. These are like one-use brushes. It comes with the toothpaste there in the middle. And yeah, so again, you don't know how long you're going to be out there, but these are great. They were dirt cheap at the pharmacy. You get these, and now you have a way to actually brush your teeth. Antibiotic ointment in case you get hurt and you have some scrapes that you have to tend to. This is great to have. Some facial tissue. Again, you don't know when you're going to need quick tissue. These are great to have. They're cheap as well. You can get them at any store. They're usually come in packs, and you just throw them in your bag, and you're ready for anything. Now, this is important. Again, if you do hurt yourself, cut yourself, this is a first aid kit that I bought. I believe I got it at Target, but this is from Johnson & Johnson first aid kit. You can actually buy whatever aid kit you want to get. There's plenty of kits out there, but you definitely want to make sure that you have your band-aids, some ointment like I showed earlier, and also this elastic bandage, which I just got, again, in case you sprain something. This is great to have, and you can, even if you don't use this stuff, it's always great to have handy, because you just never know. I mean, you may not be covering a wildfire, you may be doing something else, you may encounter some emergency. This is great to have. Okay, what else? There's a little tiny pocket within the bag. Oh, well, this is great. Let's see if it still works. It doesn't. I wonder if you can charge it. I think it looks like there may be a way to charge the battery, but it's a light that I actually got this as a gift, I remember. I might have to just replace this, but anyway, this is an LED light. And it's great to have because it just lights your way. Nowadays, cell phones are great because you can easily access, if you have a smartphone, you can easily access the phone's flashlight mode, and that is helpful. But actually having one of these, especially ones you can just kind of crank and it'll power it up, like a solar one, for example. I mean, these are great little things to have. Even a little flashlight with some extra batteries. So that's great. All right, so that's that pocket. Let's see what else is here. Oh, well. Well. These are antibacterial wipes. Maybe I should have taken them out of the carton here, cardboard, before I put them in there. But anyway, antibacterial wipes. These are excellent. I remember I did use these ones at times because if you're gonna eat, especially if it's a meal, sometimes stations do bring out meals depending on where the fire is located. If the crews are out there and they can't leave because they got to do live shots, this is great because if the station or somebody else brings you food, in fact, I've had in the past just regular folks just bring food to us, to the crew. These are great because you can just wipe your hands, and if you're not necessarily near a bathroom or a place where you can wash your hands, get those germs off, these wipes are great. But you can get any types of wipes that you want. These ones are from, I think these were a good deal too. That's why I got them. It doesn't even have a brand, just as personal care on these. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, and what you got to realize too is a lot of this stuff has expiration dates. So you want to check your expiration date, make sure that it's up to a date, and that way it'll be way more effective if in case you have to use them. And like I said, some of this stuff is not that expensive, especially if you get the store brand or generic brand, for example. You can find all this stuff. You can actually build a kit like this for less than $100 easily. Although I gotta say, like the Nomex shirt, in fact, the Nomex gear is actually the most expensive stuff. So that's the stuff that hopefully the station you're working for can provide for you. But if not, you got to budget for that as well. So you can also talk to your local firefighters and see if maybe they have a used Nomex jacket they're not really using anymore that could help alleviate some of that cost that you might have if you were to buy something yourself. So yeah, be sure to budget accordingly. Get your snacks in there. I didn't have any snacks here, which means that I probably ate them all. So that's actually great. I'd be shocked if there was some food left in here. And you got your antibacterial wipes, your tissue paper, toilet paper, brush. Think about all the essentials or the necessities that you're going to need. Pretend you're going camping. What is it that you're going to need to take? You might need an extra charger as well. In fact, I have another video that I put out. We were talking about last week. We were talking about accessories that every MMJ should have in their go bag. So also think about certain things like batteries and chargers and what you're going to need for charging your phone, not just for hygiene purposes, getting all this other stuff for protection. Although certainly that's the highest priority. You want to be well protected and ready for everything. So like I said, like toilet paper, wipes, first aid kits, fire protection, like a Nomex shirt or a Nomex jacket, goggles. Yeah, you kind of want to think of everything that could go wrong and a way to at least stay away from danger the best you can. And in the event that you're stranded somehow, then at least you got something here. Always carry water too. Water, you can buy a whole case of water for, I don't know, like $5, $6, and just throw that in your car, and now you're ready to go. So this is great, especially like if you're in an area where that it's going to be fire coverage at any point during the year, like California, for example. Bam, like create one of these go bags. Just keep it in the trunk of your car. If you're driving a live truck all the time, keep it in your live truck, but at least you'll be prepared. Okay, so Claire has a question. By the way, if anybody else has a question, you feel free to just write it in the live chat if you're watching this live. But if you're watching in the replay, or if you're watching the replay rather, then just go ahead and write your question in the comment section, and I'll get back to it. But Claire asks, how do you keep tech gear safe from the rain? So, luckily, for everybody working today, there's a ton of tech that is out there now. Back when I was a photographer, there was you kind of had to do your research good or well, because there was going to be certain things that would work and certain bags that weren't. So if you can, invest in a backpack that's weatherproof or rainproof, and you can stuff some of your gear in there. If it's a big enough backpack, just you can fit all of this and more everything that I showed today and more into that go bag. So that's a great way of protecting your gear from the rain. The station might provide you with protective gear as well. I used to have a case, or yeah, I would say like a case that would go over my or a bag that would go over my camera, and that protected it. I mean, you can even use makeshift stuff. Like, you can just grab a plastic bag and cut a hole in it if you need to kind of, you know, put your camera's lens through it, and you can just do that to protect your camera. Or you know, if you want to put stuff inside the plastic bag, then go ahead and do that too. So it's easy as that. But there's certainly really cool stuff out there now in the market. You just have to do a little bit of research. I loved going to REI because, like I said, you know, when you're covering wildfires, for example, I just always treated it as if I was going camping, because one, I didn't know how long I was going to be out there for. So REI for me was a really nice go-to place. Unless, you know, if I wanted to save myself a few dollars, I would just go to the pharmacy and get some generic stuff like the first aid kits, for example. Yeah, you know, REI has some really cool stuff, including chargers for your phones, cases, for example. They have cases where you just stick your phone in there and some little tiny accessories for your phone, and you zip it up, and it protects against the rain or any type of other weather element. So REI is a great place, I think, to go check some stuff out. And they got some great deals too every now and then. Also, you can check Amazon out, but you know, there's just so many places that you can buy this stuff. I'm always a fan of, if I'm gonna buy something, I gotta make sure it fits my phone and it works fine. So I like to go to a brick and mortar store and do that. Target has some good stuff too. That's pretty cheap to keep your tech safe. But yeah, so those are some of the solutions that I would keep in mind to keep your tech safe. All right, well, that's all I have as far as my accessories go, and it was a surprise too. Like I said, this was probably the first time I opened this bag in a few years now, so some of this stuff is probably already expired and I have to throw out and replace. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and also tap on that notification bell so you can be notified next time that I upload a video or do live broadcast. I thank everybody that tuned in to the live broadcast, but if you're watching this on replay, thank you. I hope that everybody's having a great day, and it seems right now we're getting into that nice fall weather where it's not too hot and not too cold. It's just right. So we'll wait. I usually like this part of the year, but I know early in the mornings it's going to get really cold. So be sure to cover up, bundle up, and yeah, stay safe. All right, next week I'll be back. I'm working on something, so at this point I can't really say what it is, but if it comes to fruition, I'm really excited about this. So I will see you next week. Most likely Thursday. I'm trying to keep these videos constant. So I know I started out with the Tuesday, but I might just do a live broadcast every Thursday. So I'm still kind of trying to figure this whole thing out in this relaunch. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.